Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Turtle Journal. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. This morning, I'm going to show you some new pattern papers. That's one of the things I want to do this morning. But the main thing I want to share with you today is I have lots of junk journal ideas for layouts. So if you are a beginner junk journaler, this live will be for you. Or if you're a bit stuck with your journal or your planner or your collage journal or your scrapbook and you're like not sure what layout you want to do next or what sort of creative project you want to memory keep or record or explore next, then this live will also be for you. I hope you get some ideas of what you could do for your next layout and try one of them. So this pattern paper pack I have here is brand new. I've just put it on the website a few minutes ago, and I've been hanging out to have some really nice rustic rough textured looking background paper for a little while. I used to have a wood look pattern paper similar to this style, like square, but now I've got brick pattern paper. So this is called Brick Wall, rustic brick wall pattern paper pack. It's 6 by 6 inches and you get 12 sheets in the pack and there's 12 different designs. So I'm running a little bit behind this morning, so it's just gone live on the website seconds ago, and I've had this pattern paper pack sitting here for a little while, so it's taken me a while to get it on the website for you guys. That's brand new this morning. The link is there in the comments if you want to check it out online. Hi, Tanya. So nice to see you, Tanya. Em, nice to see you too, Em. I reckon last week I didn't quite catch you. Hey, last week, nice to see you ladies this morning. I hope everybody is well, and maybe I was going to say not as cold as here in Adelaide, but Tanya, for you, it will definitely be colder probably where you are than where it happens to be for us in Adelaide this morning. I can't believe I've got a little electric blanket coming from Amazon today. You know, the ones you put over your lap, little lap blanket. I'm hanging out for that so I can turn the heater off and stop heating up the whole house. So this pattern paper pack is there in the comments. It's on the website today. It's $8.90. I love 6 by 6 paper. It's my go-to apart from A5. And it's because it fits so nicely on an A5. So my A5 journal, which is my everyday go-to journal, a 6 by 6 is such a great size for using in a project because it's just a great little size for doing different things with. And you don't end up with too much waste. And the patterns on this paper, check out how pretty these all are, the different textures. Each of them is slightly different. So there are some warm colors in here and some nice cool colors as well. So whether you're into more red brick walls or you love more like whitewashed, look at that. I love that color. That's like a bit of a charcoal color in it. Or you like a more whitewashed color as well. This set, you will find a color to suit sort of whatever project you happen to be working on. So this is, I love looking at these. These are all so great. I can imagine using all of these patterns in this new paper pack. So that's on the website today. But I'm going to show you some cool junk journaling ideas this morning. If you are looking for some ideas of what to put in your journal, or if you're a beginner, then I've got some slides to go through. I'm going to show you some cool ideas of what you could do for your next project. Yes, that's right. You are unwell, Em. Yeah, a bit chilly. Yes, it is. That's one way of putting it for sure. Not too bad for you guys. I'm glad, Tanya. Not too cold. I feel it's better than last week. I had some shocking days here in Adelaide last week. It was torrential, windy. Things were blowing around the backyard everywhere. It was pretty miserable. So yeah, it's so cute. Hey, look, how fun. New papers and junk journal ideas. So if you get overwhelmed with all the online ideas of what to do in your journal, what you can do, how to lay it out, what layouts you can do, then and you feel a bit stuck because there's so many possibilities. Sometimes when the possibilities are endless, that's like works against us, and it can be the opposite of helpful. So I've got 10 ideas for you this morning. So choose one and do it for your next project if you feel a bit stuck. So I often find if I follow a bit of a structure, like an idea of what to do in a layout, it helps me get back into the rhythm of using my journal every day and enjoying the process, the creative process. And then your creativity starts to fire, and then you start to think, oh, I'll do this next. Oh, I could add this. Oh, I'll try this layout. So sometimes you just need a bit of a start, somewhere to begin. So choose one of these layouts to do for your next project in your journal. These can all be adapted, of course, for scrapbooking and card making as well. It's one of the amazing things about paper craft that I love so much. One of my most dear things about paper crafting is all of it is so versatile. So an idea for a junk journal layout works equally as well as an idea for a card or as an idea for a scrapbooking layout or a collage layout, or an even off the page type project too. So they're all super interchangeable. So let's check them out. I've got some little slides here I created to check them out, and I'm pretty sure they're in order. Let's have a look. Oh, so universal, Em. It's the best way of putting it. It's so universal. That's why so many of us in paper crafting have such different styles and different things we love about it. There's so many possibilities, which is what I love, but also can be a bit of a blockage if you feel stuck with that kind of overwhelming, I could use everything I own in many different ways. Then choose one of these and start there. So let me see if I can fix this up. I hope these come up in order. So number one, we're off to a good start, is a book review. So I just found some photos on Google as an example if you're wondering what exactly maybe I mean with each of these sort of themes. The first one is a book review. I haven't pulled out a book in ages. I used to read all the time, and I actually do like to read. And I think since I got glasses a few years ago, it's kind of stopped me from pulling out a book as often as I used to. But I could definitely do this one. I could totally do this in my journal. So a book review, and you can print off the cover. Just find the cover online and print it on your printer, and cut it out of plain printer paper and stick it in as well, because then it's even cuter for a little layout in your journal. So that's the first one. Number two, I did this one recently, a letter to your future self. I love this one, and I did this one partially because I had so many envelopes floating around. Several weeks ago, I did a project with you guys on a Tuesday morning using envelopes because I have hundreds of them. I've collected them. And I did the same thing as why I did a letter to my future self as well, because I want to use up an envelope. So if you have envelopes, or you love decorating or making envelopes, this is a great one to write a letter to your future self and pop it inside your journal, and keep it safekeeping. It's a cute little memory keeping idea. I love it too. Me too. I love that one too. Yeah, little letter to yourself. And it's fun to make an envelope. An envelope, a bit like if you make cards, it's a really confined creative space. So that's not too much you feel like you have to fill in. If you get overwhelmed with a big empty scrapbooking layout, like a big 12 by 12 is a bit scary, grab an envelope out, and there's just a little canvas then you can work on, and you feel sort of more inclined to get something created quickly and sort of feel like it's not too overwhelming because you haven't got so much room to fill up. So create an envelope or decorate an envelope and then write yourself a little letter and pop it inside. I love that idea. That's really sweet. That would make a cute idea as well as recording a letter from someone else. So if you have an elderly parent or elderly grandparent, then that's cute too, to do the same sort of thing. And I know Turtle Treasure Box subscribers, I love seeing this every month. I know lots of you love to keep little like special letters from family members in an envelope too, and you often include that in your Turtle Treasure Box creations, and we all get to see that too, which is always really cute as well. Oh yeah, postcard, great idea. Yes, postcards. Love postcards. That's such a great idea and so good. Caroline, nice to see you. Good morning, Caroline. So good to see you. It's Tuesday morning. I hope the weather's nice where you are, Caroline. It's looking a little cold here in Adelaide. Number three, I'm doing this today. I love this one. Tea reviews. I saw this on TikTok. This is where I got this idea from, on TikTok. Is a tea review. I'm absolutely 100% doing this today. I don't know if I'll do a review, but I'm absolutely going to start cataloging tea in my journal for many reasons. All of them are just fun and they're really excited. I have a bit of a collection of tea, and some of you probably do too. Particularly through winter, I'm beginning to collect different teas and trying different teas. And they all come in the cutest little packaging that I absolutely want to save and put in my journal. And I reckon my journal will just smell so good. How good would the layout smell when you've got a few pages through your journal, or on all one page with different teas? You could either keep the little bag it comes in if it's a single wrapped one, or just the tag off the end of the string. You could keep that as well, or instead of. So I love this idea. And this is also cool because of the teapot project. I should have put a link. Let me find the link. I've got a blog post, and I'm going to check. Let me check it, because I'm terrible. I'm so terrible with names. My memory is post-COVID not good with names. So before I say saying the wrong name, let me just check, because her name is on the tip of my tongue, but I don't want to get it wrong. Let me find the link to the idea where you can create a little teapot journal from Jan. That's what I was going to say, Jan, but I thought I was getting it wrong. This is Jan's project. Let me put the link here into the blog post where you can create a teapot journal, and there's a template there to the blog post as well. So on the blog post is a template which you can download from Jan, and the video from Jan as well. So you could create a teapot journal. And like, how would this work together with this whole layout? Work it together really cute, I reckon, somehow, which would be really cool. Oh, yes, dyeing tea bags. So nice. The texture is good. The texture is great, Emma. I so agree with that. That's so true. And you can use tea, of course, to dye papers as well, which I think drying a tea. Oh, yes. You can use, obviously, the tea to tea dye paper as well, which gives a really pretty colour on papers if you like to tea dye or tea stain your papers as well. But when I saw this one on TikTok, I just knew I had to add this to the next layout I am doing, because I have, been trying different teas through winter, and I love the little bags they come in. Anyway, I'm getting very excited over tea and my journal. I can just imagine each day I open it's going to smell great. So that's the next one. Number 4 is a season start mood board. So this is a bit in preparation for spring. This photo is terrible. I've got included here. It's really grainy. Sorry about that. But it gives you at least the idea of what I'm sort of trying to convey to you, which is just a mood board. So at the start of a season, do a mood board of all stickers, ephemera, papers, photos that you find, or postcards, of the season upcoming, and create like a mood board for the month. I think that's a great idea to include in your journal, and that gives you a bit of a marker as well. You could totally do that in your journal and then give yourself a tab of some description. So you can like make a little tab and stick it out the edge so you can see where the start of spring is or where the start of autumn is. If you like to use things chronologically like I do with my sort of planner journal, it's chronological. With other journals, my collage journal, it's not chronological. But if you use a chronological journal, then you could totally do tabs as well along the side and mark the 4 seasons of the year. So I think it's a great idea. You could take this to a whole new level and start doing the same color theme through all the layouts as well after that. So you sort of do your spring layout, mood board, and then all your layouts after that have the same theme or color, the same color palette maybe as what you did. That would sort of give you a really nice like themed little section in your journal all about that season, which was really cute. And that's number 4. The next one, number 5, is all about me or favorite things. This doesn't gel with me as an idea. It's not something I probably feel like I would love to do, but I love this idea. So a layout all about you. So with like traits that you have or things you love, even things like you're married, you have kids, or you have pets, or your first dog's name, or the street you grew up on, or the school you went to, or your favorite teacher. So not even just like your favorite things now, but make it a bit of a biography layout all about you. I think that's really cool. That's another great memory keeping idea that really turns your journal from a creative like hobby into like a real keepsake. It becomes a real keepsake when you start including things like that about your life and things. That I find it super therapeutic as well to do these sorts of layouts. So all about me or favorite things as well. Oh yeah. Fruit teas. There's so many options for teas. Like so many options for fruit teas. Like they're everywhere. Yeah, totally. Could totally do goals as well. Yeah, you could absolutely do goals. I've got that one coming up too, Em. But yes, the mood board you could do for like your goals for the season coming up for that season. So you could add a whole nother layer on it, or you could add yourself a little tip in, or like an index card. Index cards are so much fun to use because they're just already ruled. They're a nice thickness of cardstock, and just tip in a little index card with some washi, and then add your seasonal goals to or something too. That'd be really cool as well. The next one is number 6. Is memory keeping ephemera. This as well, I know the Turtle Treasure Box subscribers, you guys do this a lot, which makes your layouts that I share every month on the Reveal of the Box extra special, is like memory keeping some very special ephemera. So an old handwritten recipe or photocopy a recipe. So if you don't want to use your actual precious pieces of paper that you may have from family members or from when you were little, then photocopy them. So do that instead of using the actual ephemera itself. I have one of my favorite books from when I was a little girl that sits on my bookshelf, and I love to look at it. It's a strawberry shortcake book. I love it. I remember reading it when I was little, and it's completely trashed, but I would probably not, I don't want to tear pages out of that book because it means so much, but I could totally photocopy the front page, the cover, and include that in my journal and do a layout all about that special memory of when I was a little girl. So this idea, I wanted to include this because this is from this, absolutely, you guys do as subscribers when you send through examples of what you've created. You guys do this a lot, and I love that. That's my favorite thing when you share your work. It feels really special because it's got special memories about it and it's really nostalgic. So have you got some special ephemera? This kind of applies to photos too. You could totally do photos as the same sort of thing as well. So many options with this one. Number 7, a monthly recap. A Turtle Treasure Box subscriber. She's not a subscriber anymore and a customer. Her name's on the tip of my tongue too. She does this every month. I should have found the YouTube video. She follows someone on YouTube. I do as well. And if I've got it handy, let me check YouTube while I've got it open. If I've literally got it here, I can chuck the link in here. And she does a monthly recap. So each month, the layout is just about the month. It includes photos, so you can print photos as well from the month. But it also includes events and things that you might have gone to or things you did just from the month. So it's a real memory keeping like example from the month, and it's only one layout. And I'm looking through YouTube and I cannot find where she is. Oh, there it is. Okay, she's called. This is going to be. I'm going to have to mute this. It's going to come blaring through the speakers, I reckon. Can I share her link? Here we go. My Abiding Journal. Let me put this in the comment as well. My Abiding Journal. There we go. A Turtle Journal customer put me onto her. And I love this idea. So she does a monthly recap every month. So through the month, she collects little bits and pieces. So you could totally do this for the rest of July, and receipts, photos, and all sorts of little bits and pieces. And then she just does 1 month recap on a layout. So again, it's a bit of a confined project. It gives you just enough creativity to really sit down and enjoy the project for a few hours, but not too much that you like want to fill a whole journal for the month. You're just doing a layout. So did that even work? It's giving me an error. I think it worked on, I think the link shared there on Facebook, but I don't know if it worked on YouTube or not. So her account is My Abiding Journal, and she's on YouTube. So totally worth following. And her whole account is pretty well a monthly recap. So some really cool ideas there. Number 8 is 26 things before 2026. This is a rolling idea. And if you've done journaling for a little while, or you've been in the paper crafting world, you've heard of this, I imagine, is you do a layout of things you want to do before the end of the year. And they don't have to be goals necessarily, but it can just be things you want to experience or things you want to do. So it'd be like what you suggested, with the mood board, goals as well. You can do a layout called 26 before 2026. So things you want to do, a bit of a bucket list before the end of 2025. You can absolutely do this layout now as well, because we've still got half the year to go. And so there's a photo there of an example. Oh, it's back. Oh my goodness. I'm so nervous. Yes, Em, a brief bucket list, exactly. Just for the year, a bucket list just for the end of the year. Number 9 is Today I, or your daily to-do list. And this is my bread and butter. I mean, this is what I do. This is my little list from yesterday. I covered up a layout that I didn't like yesterday. With some ivory paper I had lying around. And then I used the Silhouette era sticker sets to also cover up some stuff I didn't like that was underneath to do my to-do list for yesterday. So this is where I live this one. I love this one. A today I did, or a daily to-do list of things that you need to get done. And this is cool if you take it to work and have it sitting on your desk. Sometimes I find I work on my laptop all day, sometimes all day, every day I'm on my laptop. Before I had the Turtle Journal, I was in corporate world as well. So I was on a computer all the time, and I still am on a computer a lot of the time. with the Turtle Journal or with clients that I work with separate to the Turtle Journal. So I love to transpose my digital to-dos into my analog system on a daily basis. I call it like my digital to-dos into analog calm, because paper and pens and stickers are so calming and relaxing. It's such a nice way to feel like I can condense all the digital noise of all the tabs and emails and Trello board and Slack messages and Teams messages into an analog calm, so an analog sort of to-do list for the day. So I love this one. This is what I use my journal for all the time. It's what I got me into bullet journaling back in 2017. So that's something you could do for your next layout today. What you did, a bit of a record keeping and talking about what you did and what you loved about it, how you felt about it, or a daily to-do list of the things you've got to do and got coming up. Just so many things. There's too many to choose from, Em, I know. You could do these for the next 10 layouts you've got and you'll be set for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then the last one I've got is, what's the last one? A gratitude list. I love this one. This is one that you can have that you can come back to again and again. So you could have a gratitude spread and then you just fill it out every day or every week and you build it up over time. So you could look back on it at the end of the year and see what you're grateful for in July 2025, and you can go back and reflect on that in December 2025 before you start thinking about 2026. So a gratitude list, I love that idea. That's always a really nice thing to put in your journal, and you'll always be really pleased you did, and you'll want to come back to it again and again. And when when things are rough or life is difficult and you're having a really tough time, then this is a perfect layout to come back to and have a look at and reflect on as well. Like when you need to down the track or whatever, if you create a gratitude list. So that's the 10 things. There was 10 things this morning. I wanted to go pick like 10, a couple that popped up on TikTok I loved, a couple I went back to my old journals and pulled my favorites, and a couple are from customers I know because I see you guys in the examples you share, or from subscribers. There's so many options, and we're definitely not stuck with options. That can be the problem. So if you are a beginner crafter or you feel a bit stuck, not really being quite sure where to start, then pick one of those out of the 10 and do that for your next layout. I'm doing the tea one. Absolutely what I'm doing today. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and I'm going to keep packaging and keep the little tag. I'm absolutely doing that one today. That's my next one. I'm really looking forward to doing that. They're cute. I'm glad you like them, Em. It's so good. I'm so pleased you enjoy them. They're cool. I had great Tanya ideas. I hope you try one. Let me know how you go. If you're inside the Turtle Journal Paper Crafters Facebook group, be sure to share your work in there so we can all check it out too and enjoy what you create over the next week. Set aside some time if your life is busy. Hey, like when we have hobbies and things we enjoy that really like give us energy, like a really restorative for us. Like I find journaling totally that. Then I know it's like a really important thing to make time for in your life. So I encourage you to make some time in the next week and do some paper crafting, whether you're into collage or scrapbooking or card making or journaling or junk journaling or planning, all of those things. Grab yourself a pretty sticker set you've been like saving for a special occasion and use it, and do one of those ideas. I'd love to see what you create. Thanks for hanging out with me this Tuesday morning. I hope you are all well and get to be nice and warm wherever you are. I'll see you next week or later on during the week somewhere online. Oh, yes. Yeah, I agree. So true, Em. Yeah, absolutely. It's so good for your mental health. 100% it's good for your mental health. Hey, I feel when I don't spend time on journaling, I absolutely I feel like I regret it. It starts to affect me for sure. So couldn't agree with you more. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you later.